Hello everyone. I am sure you all have heard about global warming and how we all should contribute in solving this large-scale global problem because the culprit is human activities. Well, what if I told you this may not be true? Unlike the past, more and more scientists agree that global warming is simply a natural phenomenon. I will show you some data and you can decide for yourself which side you want to be in. So, first, I'll go over the traditional views, which you may be familiar with. As you can see in the graph, facts are facts. No dispute can be made that the worldwide temperature is rising. So, this is the graph from 1860 to about 2010. And as you can see from this period, the 5-year average, you can see a rising trend of global temperatures. And this is another graph. It shows the link between the global temperature, as you saw in the graph before, and the level of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. There sure is a connection when you see this graph. So, why is there a correlation? It is because of the greenhouse effect, where CO2 traps the sunlight inside the Earth's atmosphere, raising the global temperature. It is true that over the period of our rapid technological progress, CO2 emissions have risen dramatically due to human activities such as riding cars, riding planes, and manufacturing production. The culprit is basically the burning of the fossil fuels. Based on these assumptions to solve these problems, there is actually an international agreement made by the UN where countries agree to limit the amount of fossil fuel released into our atmosphere. So until now, I have explained the traditional view. Now I will show you the views that has come out relatively recently, that global warming is actually just a natural phenomenon. So here is another graph. This graph goes way beyond what you saw earlier. This is like a historical period which starts almost in Nomadic time, and it also includes the Middle Ages and the Roman Empire. So when you see this global trend, we can, with some major historical events as well, temperature was always fluctuating, and the magnitude is surely much greater than what you saw before, and much greater than that caused by greenhouse gas emissions. And other than these graphs, there are other verifiable data that challenges global warming, such as this graph, where there is always a rise and fall of global warming, global temperatures. So some critics say that so many industries and jobs are currently operated in that assumption that global warming is due to human activities, that people are simply not facing the truth on purpose. If you ask my view of this global warming phenomenon, I am no expert, but my opinion is a little more tilted towards the latter. The scale of temperature change is simply incomparable when you compare the natural trend graph versus the rising temperature graph, in which only considers just the recent years. So while I was researching, one interesting story caught my eyes. That Greenland is named as Greenland because it was actually green when it was first discovered. This sure tells us a lot about global temperatures. So I hope you have all gained some new ideas and insights about global warming. Thank you for listening.